Hey guys, what's going on? So today I wanted to share some information about creatures that lived long ago, and these are creatures you're probably somewhat familiar with. These are beings that were referenced in Roman and Greek mythology, ancient times. Generally, we're talking about before the flood. When you go back to ancient Egypt and even early Greece time period when they're referring to the really old times, it's before the flood. So these creatures that I'm referring to would be like the half man, half animal type, the Minotaur, or some of these other beings that were essentially a hybrid between a human and an animal. And there's lots of myths and stories about these creatures. Now, the cool thing is that they were real. Maybe not necessarily exactly as described in some of the texts and stories handed down from generation to generation. But even today, these stories are still in our conscious awareness because they are based on real things. So, and to take it a step further, these creatures, some of them were half human, half animal, which is really fucked up. But yeah, before the flood, there was advanced knowledge and technology available. Different technology than we have today, but advanced nonetheless. Before the flood almost wiped out our entire species, our entire race of humans on Earth at least, we were at a point where we had quite a level of sophistication. Now, some of the corruption that was happening back then involved playing with genetics. Genetics, yes, the mad scientist playing with genetics. That was really happening. Some people speculate that that was partially the reason that the flood came, is because man was trying to play God in a simplified way of speaking. But yeah, there was a time period where these beings were being created, like in laboratories, and they were coming to life. And people had like names because there was a lot of experimentation going on and a lot of not so grand versions. It was mixtures of different things together, humans and animals, so to speak, where there was deformities and things didn't come out right. And when they were experimenting, they were creating these people, I guess you could say, who weren't quite genetically the same as other people, and it actually created a subclass. Some people back then even referred to them as the things. hmm So, so yeah, so these half beast, half human references were based on real events. These creatures were here on this earth prior to the flood, maybe after the flood too, but definitely before the flood. Those were the days you might call the days of Atlantis. Atlantis not being a city or an island, but a culture, and over a period of time. But yeah, so just something to think about, guys.